My most humble pranams at the lotus feet of her sweet Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram to all. This was in April of 1972. We girls had come to Puttaparthi for the weekend, and Swami called us all in for an interview. And Swami was very excitedly speaking about the summer course that he was planning to conduct that year. He said students from all over India would be invited to come and participate, and it would be for 1 month from 1st of May until the 30th of May. Swami would take care of all arrangements and accommodation, and boys and girls would be accommodated in the Vrindavan campus. And Swami said, of course, all his students from Anandapur College and Vrindavan were welcome to participate in the summer course program. Swami was telling that many great lecturers and professors from different universities would participate, and they would give talks every day, and the students would have to attend and pay attention to the classes. There would be a test conducted in the end, and prizes would be given. And Swami said every evening Swami would also give his discourse. So we were all very excited, looking forward to this. And Swami said, as soon as the college closes for the summer vacation, those who want to go home can go, but those who want to participate, give your names and come to Vrindavan before 1st of May. And then Swami turned to me. I was sitting at his feet, and he asked me, "What is the name of your husband?" Swami had a mischievous look on his face, and I didn't want to say anything. I was feeling shy. I had explained in the earlier videos how Swami did our engagement and all that. So I didn't say anything. And then again he asked me, "Chappu, Chappu," meaning, "Tell me, tell me." So I very softly mumbled Devdas. So Swami said, Vinlede Gattiga Chappu. He said, I didn't hear it, say loudly. So finally I looked up at Swami and I said, Swami Devdas. And Swami just burst out laughing and he said, Na Dasudu em Khadu, E Devide Dasudu. Meaning, he is not my servant at all. He is the servant of this girl. And everybody burst out laughing. And Swami said a few more things, and then he finished the interview, gave us all Patamaskar, and ushered us outside. This was in the first week of April. So we went back to the college, and all preparations were going on for the final year exams. We were all busy with that. One day, I had gone to take my bath, and suddenly I felt an excruciating pain in my back. It was so terrible that I burst out crying. I didn't know what it was. Somehow I took my bath and came out, and then I went and told one of our madams that I was having this severe pain. I could not sit or stand. And they said, we will send you tomorrow early morning to the hospital. Take some vibhuti and you take rest. So the next day morning, I was taken to the general hospital in Anandapur town. There, the doctors examined me and they said there was a very big swelling on my spine and I needed to be admitted immediately. They said they would do the x rays and test and then decide what is to be done. So I was admitted in the hospital, and to stay with me, one of the ayahs of the hostel, one lady named Lakshmama, was sent to be with me throughout my stay in the hospital. So the next day morning, the doctors came, they had the x-rays all done, and they said, we need to do a surgery. I was very scared. I was all alone except for this servant who was with me. I was praying to Swami constantly. I said, Swami, you take care. You can only help me. I went on saying Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. And the pain was terrible, unbearable pain. So they took me into the operation theater and they did the surgery. And afterwards, the doctor told me that we were expecting something really bad, that the swelling and the infection would be on your spine. but luckily it is localized to just one part of the tailbone, and we were able to take out all the infection and the pus that was there. They bandaged me up and I was taken back to the room. That day, some of the madams from the hostel came to see me, and they sat and they spoke with me. And then one of the madams said that Swami has invited us all to go to Whitefield tomorrow, and it was for the college day functions in Vrindavan. All of us are invited to go. Swami is waiting for us. Then they sat with me for a little while and they left, and I was frantic. I wanted to go and see Swami. I didn't want to stay in the hospital alone. So I went to the doctor and I got myself discharged. The doctor had actually told that I should take bed rest at least for a week until the wound and the stitches healed. But I said, okay, but I want to go home. So, without being very happy about it, at my insistence, the doctors signed the discharge form, and I went back to the hostel. So, when I was back at the hostel, I begged the madams. I said, "Please take me also to Brindavan. Somehow, I will lie down in the bus and go." The next day morning, the bus came, and the madams arranged for a few girls to sit in the last seat of the bus. It is that longer seat at the end. And I was sitting on the lap of three or four girls. They were very kind enough to hold me in place for the whole journey. It was excruciating pain for me, but somehow we went to Whitefield and we reached there by about noon. Swami was waiting for us, and as soon as we arrived, Swami sent word for all of us to come into Swami's residence. And we were all seated in one of the rooms which served as a dining hall. And Swami asked them to serve us all lunch. Then Swami came near where I was seated on the floor, and he asked me, Etla unnaru, how are you? I said, Swami, I am fine, thanks to you. You have taken care of my pain. Swami said, నాకు తెలుసు నేనే అన్నీ చూసినారు నేను ఉన్నింది ఆ టైంలో నీకు సర్జరీ చేసేటప్పుడు. He said, yes, I know everything. I was there at the time of the surgery. I have taken care of everything. It is nothing to worry about now. He created vibhuti and gave me, and then Swami had a prasadam brought, and he started distributing jalebi. This is my favorite sweet. Swami gave me one, and then he went round and gave all the girls, and then when he came back, he gave me one more jalebi. And then he said, today evening is a college day function. All of you be present and watch the programs and all that. And tomorrow morning you can leave, Swami said. So we were given accommodation. We stayed there. And in the evening, the programs were going to start. So this was, a stage was put up in front of that Sairam shed. In the olden days, there was this big tree and there was a small canopy, circular canopy around it, and there was a big statue of Krishna in the middle. So the bhajans used to be conducted around this little canopy. Men would sit on one side and the women and Swami would walk around and give darshan. And then he would sit on a chair in front of the Krishna. So this was very beautiful darshan in those days, It was a very small crowds also. So the stage was put up in front of this Sairam shed. And people were all seated in the evening. Somehow I managed to get a seat on the, on the aisle between the men and the women. And after some time, they brought down a chair for Swami to sit in the middle so that Swami could watch the program. So I was close to this chair. Even though I was in great pain, I was somehow trying to sit on the hard floor. Then one lady who was sitting next to me, she just pushed me aside and she got the place right next to Swami's chair. So I was behind her and I was very upset, with all this pain. I was sitting on the ground and I lost my place also next to Swami's chair. When the program was about to start, the program started and there were talks by Swami's boys, and there was one of this boy named Satish Chandra. He was one of the farm boys in those days. Swami was very fond of him. He was also a very good orator. He always gave talks, and Swami used to bring him to Anandapur also when he came. And this boy also gave a talk that day. Swami then came down and he came to this chair which was placed in the middle, and he looked at me and he said, "Did you hear how Satish spoke? I want you to speak like him for your college day." And Swami just turned round and walked back to the stage. This was it. And well, fortunately, it was a great honor for me that year to give a talk in front of Swami for our college day. More, in the evening, when before we left, Swami called us all and gave us all Pat Namaskar, and he told me, "You don't come on the 1st of May to Vrindavan. You go home, take rest for 10 days, and then come straight to Vrindavan and attend the summer course." And he gave me Pat Namaskar again, and this was this trip to Vrindavan. More to be continued. Kindly like, share my videos with Sai devotees. Swami bless you all. Sai Ram. Thank you.